Tonight we continue our series, What's the Deal? A closer look at the teacher contract dispute in Marquette. Last night we heard the teacher's perspective, and tonight in part 2, TV6's Jennifer Perez looks at the district's position in regard to settling a contract.
Well, Greg, over the last year, negotiations between both sides have been at extremes, but now they're closer to reaching an agreement. On the table, the Marquette School Board is offering a one-step wage hike for teachers and a $500 increase for those not eligible for a step. According to Superintendent Bill Saunders, the district can't afford higher wage increases. They've already passed a $650,000 deficit budget.
If we project out what those budget deficits are, anybody from a business perspective would look at it and say you're out of your mind, because what you're going to do is turn those deficits into larger amounts. So how are you going to cover those larger deficits if you continue to put higher and higher offers on the table?
The district is facing decreasing enrollment. For more than a decade, the district has seen student population decrease by more than 1,000 kids. This year's student enrollment is expected to be at 3,178 students.
The loss of revenue that the district has been drastic. And granted, we've been able to make cuts to continue to maintain and give raises and steps every year. We have cut to the bone.
They've decreased staffing and closed down 4 schools to offset lower revenues due to the shrinking student population. While they understand the teachers' frustrations, they too are facing higher expenses.
More contributions in your health care, increasing cost in electricity and heating and all those other things just to run a household. We're just a lot larger. You know, we're a pretty large household, and we face those same things.
Superintendent Saunders says they have $4.6 million in their general fund, but that money is specifically on reserve to cover monthly payroll, operational costs, and in case of an economic downfall.
So if we don't have, again, mid-threes to low $4 million in cash on hand, we may turn around and have to become a borrowing district.
Now, the district is receiving roughly $28 million in funding, but they'll be spending more than $29 million this upcoming school year. In tomorrow's Part 3, we'll be looking at where the funding comes from and how it's used in the district. Greg?
Of course, that funding is tight, which is the root of all these problems.
Yes, it is.
All right. Thanks, Jennifer.